Welcome to the fan cams. 1-0 for any Tottenham fans watching. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me say it again, a little bit louder. 1-0, baby, away from home. But you know what number is even better than 1 today? 83. Because you can save 83% if you scan the QR code for IPVanish, the best VPN on the whole planet. In the history of Tottenham, the history of Chelsea, all of it. Although, I'll be honest, you haven't got much to compete with around here. They don't do much. They don't have many shots. They don't create many chances. But listen, if this was a 3 o'clock kickoff, you wouldn't have been able to watch it. Luckily, it was a 5:30. So check out IPVanish. There's a link in the description. You can watch all the games with VPN. Everyone knows how it goes. And 1-0, baby, for all the Tottenham fans. Hello everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. We are outside Tottenham today. Tottenham 0, Chelsea 1.
Let's call it our training ground. You know M1's light work lane, same old shit. You already know what you're getting into with this fixture. We've got more wins here than they've got at our ground since 1985. We know exactly what happens. These guys play us, they shit the bed, and we neutralise them. What chances did they have today? Nothing to my knowledge.
A couple of half chances,
and
nothing
all
clear
that
cut.
worry about like the set piece and the long throws. I need to start off with this man, Robert Sanchez. He completely neutralized all of their set pieces single-handedly. Anything that flew in the air, caught. That's all I needed from him today, and the distribution so much better than what I've seen before. Now, I've said I just want to judge him on a game-by-game basis, but I'm not complaining about him. I find myself not complaining about him in multiple games. Maybe, say it quietly, he might have turned the corner. He might have. Like, very, very good. Him and Caicedo were going ban for man of the match today. Caicedo on the counter press. It's priceless. It's straight priceless. We literally got our goal off that. And there were so many opportunities where they tried to build up. Caicedo out of nowhere. And then again out of nowhere. And then again out of nowhere. And that's the reason why we're able to keep Spurs neutralised from open play. These lot, I kept saying they're not good. I know we're worried about our form and our consistency and everything, but this team turns up for the big derbies. They turn up for the big moments. Tottenham away, I know these lot are going to be more alert and they're going to be more aggressive than they would be against the Sunderland. Now, we'll talk about the pros and cons about that in a different video. But for this, that's why I know we're walking into Tottenham and we're fucking winning the game. We could have won this by two or three if we didn't fumble those chances at the end. Don't matter though, because it never looked like Tottenham are winning. There was a little bit of caution when you're like, look, we might need to just get the second goal. Let me relax a little bit. Let me be a little bit calm with just a bit of breathing room. But the more the second half went through, I was like, you could play for another hour. I don't think they're going to score. No matter what they tried, they barely even got into our box, let alone actually threatened us or dominated any period of the game. Because this is just what we do against them. It's Chelsea.
So do you also put that down to how good we were, the fact that they weren't able to perform?
Yes, because that's a level of aggression we don't see that often from Chelsea. And I talk about the fixture pile-up, and I talk about the amount of games that we played this year and how it impacts us. But like we said with the Sunderland and Spurs thing, like we said, they're going to be more switched on for Tottenham away than they are against Sunderland at home. It's the most Chelsea thing in the fucking world for us to do that. So this was Chelsea and Tottenham. Tottenham didn't have anything for us. Xavi Simons got subbed on and he got subbed back off.
Richarlison. What did you make of Xavi Simons? Because obviously we were linked with him. He waited for us. It never happened.
Look, that was your first game against Chelsea. You're fucking garbage, and you've been garbage all season. I don't regret the move. He had one little jink on Caicedo, and that was his game. He didn't do anything else. Richarlison, he came in and all he did was dive. All he did was just try to draw a foul, and it wasn't even believable. Just any bit of touch and you're clutching your face and you've gone in with your foot. What the fuck's wrong with you? Kudus looked a bit dangerous progressively, but Cucurella just made sure I didn't have to worry about whatever the final ball was going to be. And then from that point on, what are they going to do to us? It's about how many chances we can create in their third. Yeah. And we didn't have that many chances, but it was all about just stabilising ourselves. I thought for the first 20 minutes, it was probably the most passive I've ever seen a Tottenham-Chelsea game. Neither team was really ruffling the other. It seemed a bit evened out. But Spurs, they just seem to fall off. We seem to capitalise on that. We were getting a lot more aggressive in the press. The press was insane all game, by the way. Like, we never gave them a minute or a sniff. And the same thing for them. But I think we were a bit less, like, volatile than Spurs were. Because Spurs looked like they were genuinely trying to kick the shit out of our players. Ours, it was like a bit of the same energy, but I wouldn't say, like, we were going in late all the time like they were. And it's those little things that were the difference between us and Tottenham on the day.
What do you make of the back line, the way we set up? Because it was a shock to some people that Fofana started, Acheampong didn't. No tossing, but we had Chalobah on.
I expected Fofana and Chalobah, to be fair.
that?
Acheampong played 90 minutes.
Yeah.
Tosin played 90 minutes. They're just not going to start. Fofana was safe for this one. And look, there's a little bit of like a driving ban joke and everything with the way that this brother was driving with the ball and stepping out.
I think he meant driving with his. Is that why you're talking about?
Yeah, it was a little bit of a joke, but like, I'm still too frass to make it up right now. But the point still stands. Wesley Fofana, when fit, he is our best centre-back. I'm sick to death of people acting like this guy is rubbed out just because he's injury prone. No, he's fucking class. Get behind players that come back and show you their level immediately. Fofana was unstoppable all game. To a point where I was even nervous when he came off and we did the whole Tosin and Chalobah thing. I was like, 5 minutes, I swear, I could just hold it for 5 minutes, because if I see any stupidness, I'm going to lose my head. But credit to Chalobah, so much more composed than I expected from him. He knew when to clear it out, he knew when to drive with the ball, he knew when to just make a simple pass. That's the Chalobah that I want to see more of. But Fofana and Chalobah defensively, we were brilliant. They didn't have a sniff on us in open play. And when it came to set pieces, they didn't do nothing. And that's their highlight from today. Big up.
What about the wingers? We had Neto and then we had Garnacho on the left-hand side. I was a bit surprised that Gittins didn't start, but I wasn't surprised that he came off. Yeah, but Lewis, he hasn't had any game time. So you say 90 minutes. It's not like he's been playing 90 minutes regularly.
I hear all of this, but it's about the squad as a whole. You don't want to start running anybody into the ground because of the amount of minutes that the squad has had as a whole. We're going from Wednesday to Saturday. You play 90 minutes on the Wednesday, I don't expect you to be starting on the Saturday. Like, it makes sense to me. As much as I wanted to see Gittins and Esteval, and as much as, like, I'm not going to dwell on it too much because we won. I didn't rate Garnacho's performance, but I'm going to just leave it there. As much as I wanted him to start, I get why he didn't.
Do you think Garnacho scores that chance that Gittins missed?
I'd hope so. Just how clear-cut it is. If you're not scoring that one, then yeesh. Because like Tyreek George, he's to me like the goal-scoring winger that we need. He's I think, our 4th or 5th highest goal contributor this year. Garnacho, I'd hope he scores that one, but look, Gittins, howler miss, doesn't matter. We were never going to lose that game or draw that game at any point anyway.
What about the goal? Caicedo won it back, straight in there, João Pedro. Great finish, and he had another very good chance not long after.
And this is exactly why Caicedo is the best midfielder in the Premier League. This brother can play make, this brother can just do the ball winning thing. He can do every single thing that you want from a midfielder, and he does it to a top level, and he does it game in and game out. I'm sick to death of this brother just being disrespected and reduced to a shin kicker when his game is so much better all round than that sort of shit. But he's just going to keep proving people wrong game by game. So if people don't want to believe in his brilliance at this point, don't. We know what we got. We know the gem that we have. This brother does not sit on the table with Rice and Rodri. He sits on the same table as Pedri. That's where we're having these debates with Caicedo. He is top 3 in Europe. Fuck this island. He's clear of this island. We talk about the whole continent with him. Incredible. And it wasn't just that one moment. He was doing it all game. João Pedro, I thought he started poorly. But we know the confidence that he has. So even if you're having a bad start, he's not going to let that like define his performance. He's going to keep running, he's going to keep pressing, and he did that all match. You're going to have some frustrating moments, you're going to have some good moments. Ultimately, you did enough and you got the goal. So hopefully people can stop talking about him going all these games without shots on target and all of that shit.
Well, I mean, he scored. I mean, that's what you got to do as a striker, mate. Just score and then people shut up.
Exactly. Just keep bagging and just keep playing well. Because I always say the difference between him and Gyökeres is like I don't rate Gyökeres all round. I rate João Pedro all round. This brother is a fucking baller. Just need to surround him with some strikers to like give him a bit more space to work with. But even then, Spurs just let him loose too many times. He's lucky they didn't get a second towards the end.
What do you make about the next 2 games before the international break? We've got Karabag away. They did beat Benfica, so I know that's one result that they had. Obviously, we beat Benfica as well. And then we got Wolves again, which I think everyone expects to be a pretty easy one.
Bro, this whole run was meant to be all W's. Yeah, we had a slip up against Sunderland, fine, but we've rectified it today. Karabag win, Wolves win, like, I don't care about the performances. I've been saying that. With the amount of minutes that this squad has piled up this year, I don't care how bad it looks. I don't care how good it looks. Win, results, that's all that matters. We could beat Karabag with our B team. I'm not worried about that. Wolves, yeah, they scared the shit out of us. I don't expect that to be the same game 9 times out of 10. Go there and play a better game. And then beat them, and then we go to international break, Burnley, Barcelona, Arsenal. Hopefully Palmer's back, like Fofana's a bit more ready to give us more minutes. And yeah, just hopefully the squad's fitter, innit?
I've got one more question for you, Lewis. Now this is one that a lot of people might not like, but I might as well ask, because I think this is a good time to ask. I'm not going to say who sent me this message, but after the Sunderland game, I got a message from a couple of people. One message I got in particular was Maresca is shit, takes off 2 forwards for defenders with 15 to go, low block, and we are doing the same old shit, sack him. What is your take?
Was that today?
No, this is after Sunderland, mate.
Oh, okay.
But like, what's your take on fans who, because there are a lot of fans, mate, that I've spoken to who have already lost patience with Maresca after our little blip.
Bored. I already said I'm not entertaining no Maresca debates in 2025. They wanted us to get back in the top 4, we got back in the top 4. They wanted us to win 1 trophy, we went and we won 2 trophies. Bore off. I know sometimes the football can be boring. Like we said, the amount of minutes that the squad's had, we're going to try to slow the tempo at times in games. Get over it. Like, question in isolation. There's sometimes when Maresca makes bad decisions. There's sometimes where I'm questioning what he's doing. I'm not near a point where I'm at a manager out thing, and I've never come close to it because the team's still been in a comfortable place. We've always, at the very least, been a couple of points off top 4. And not only that, Clearlake, have a good window under Maresca. You know them ones, for once. 2 years and we've asked for a centre-back, we've asked for a goalkeeper, we haven't got one. We've had windows that we have all complained about, and then we say, oh, get the manager out, he's not getting the best out of the squad. Fuck off. Maresca's capable of winning us a league title if you just back him properly. The fact that we've got this squad still competing week in and week out with how many injuries and how tired this squad is a testament to the manager, because he's the one protecting all of these players. Why is he taking this guy off? Why is he taking that guy off? Why are we starting with this formation? Fitness. It's all about fitness first. Because we've said from February we need to be ready for next season, and the window was imperative for it, and we failed with that. So now, if I've got to rotate players and my team's looking a bit mid at the start of matches, well, should have used the window better. Maresca is not the problem. The problem is that we don't utilise these windows well enough. So I don't give a damn about no Maresca debate. It's fucking stupid. This is the best manager that Clearlake have pulled out, and they want to get rid of him so they can bring some fucking, flavour of the month from the championship again. Because that's the manager that you will get if you sack Maresca. So if you want to do that, you do that. And then when you get the same sort of manager, don't complain. But for me, Maresca in. There should never even be a question.
Well said, mate. Well said.
Take care.